What's up, guys, and welcome to my NHL 25 YouTube channel, where I will be introducing for the very first time a new way to play EA's NHL Hockey Ultimate Team, Franchise Hut. In Franchise Hut, we're going to be mixing real-life hockey card collecting and building the best squad possible in online play through EA NHL's Hockey Ultimate Team. Here's how we're going to do it. First, we're going to draft our team opening real-life hockey packs instead of chasing the best cards in NHL Hut. Second, we're going to utilize a new player progression system, XP Path, to improve our team day in and day out. Third, we're going to introduce community-driven injuries to our Hut team. Fourth, we're going to provide bonuses for players that rise to captaincy based on their progression and performance. Fifth, we're going to introduce seasonal awards like the Hart Trophy and the Rocket Richard Trophy to establish our franchise. Sixth, we're going to introduce a new way of acquiring MSPs through free agency. Seventh, we're going to do our best to emulate a full NHL season, including player statistics and playoffs. Eighth, and most importantly, we're going to self-impose a salary cap that must abide by the true NHL rules. Now, that might sound like a lot of information to cover in a video, and I promise you, I'm not trying to do all that today. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to cover what a season looks like in Franchise Hut. We're going to go over how players progress with experience. And then ultimately, the fun part, we're going to draft our team. All right, so obviously limiting a season to only 82 games in an online version of a video game doesn't make a lot of sense. Instead, we're going to break it up by months, where the first 3 weeks of the month is going to be building our team, playing rivals, playing champs. But then the last week, the fourth week, is when we're going to go into our final champs run, which will be determined as the playoffs. Now, in the playoffs, it's important that we understand it's similar to NHL, but we have to kind of shape it differently because there's a total of 20 games to be played. So instead of a best of 7 series, all of my series in the playoffs are going to be a best of 5. Now, in these best of 5 series, if I win 3 games before I lose 3 games, that means I advance on to the next round. This should be fairly easy to track because obviously as we're playing the game, we'll know if we've won 3 or lost 3 before the one or the other. So this shouldn't be too hard for us to track. Now, based on how our team performs in the final champs run, also known as our playoffs, that's going to determine how many of our players from our roster we get to keep for the next season. Additionally, how we perform in the playoffs is going to determine how many free agents we get to acquire in the offseason. Now, there is going to be one hidden gem about this process that you're not going to learn about until after the playoffs. But now that we've covered the playoffs, let's jump into player progression and what that looks like. Now, as you can see, I've created a series of Excel spreadsheets on my Google Drive to help me execute all the little details of my Franchise Hut experience. So you can see here, I'll have all of my players listed. And then as you change those players, for example, let's just say Thomas Chabot is all of a sudden a first line winger, it's going to automatically transfer his name into my player pool, tell me a salary cap, and add that to my team cap. Now, this did take a lot of background work in order to make this happen. And I want to shout out Hockey Reference for making all of their data online accessible to anyone, because I was able to go to their website and pull all their data into a spreadsheet and make this possible. Now, beyond just showing who's on our team, and I'm going to have right here, our pack opening is going to have everyone listed with all of their salaries. But once we fill in who's going to be on our team, then we have to start making cuts, because more likely than not, when you open up a pack in real life, you're going to be getting a lot of star players. And when you have a lot of star players, you're going to have a lot of cap hit. Now, our allowed cap space is only 88 million. So as you can see, if we had a team full of Connor McDavid, we would be $195 million over the cap, and that's not going to work. So instead, we're going to have to pick and choose what players we want to keep for our Hut team for the first season, and then what players we want to cut. And then after we've done that, you're going to have to tune in on Friday to figure out how we're going to fill in the rest. Now, moving on to player progression, it's important to note that not all Hut cards are treated the same. Some base cards start at 81, some start at 83, others start at 86. So what I've done is I've split those into tiers so that an 85 will progress just as fast to 90 overall as an 86 would, going from 86 to 90. One has to go +4, the other has to go +5. But generally speaking, they should approach that 90 overall point based on the same progress and the same performances in the games. So looking here, you'll see 85 is going to be tier 2, and this is all going to be based on what we see in NHL 25. I'm recording this before the game comes out, but as I put in all the players' information into my spreadsheets, all of this is going to automatically update, and their experience modifiers will update as well. All right, so looking at all of this, you'll see here that we have our XP gain sheet, and this is going to be a culmination of all of our Rivals games and our Champs games. And based on a Rivals game, they're going to get a fixed experience versus a Champs game. So for example, our Rivals games, goals, assists, special bonuses, are only going to get half the value because we can play a lot more of them than a Champs game would. So Champs games are going to give 1.5 times the experience based on the performance of that player in those games because they're limited to just 20 per week. Now, in regards to squad battles, I'm still going to be playing squad battles because I need to get those rewards to continue to make sure I can get the cards I'm drawing in real life. However, those games do not count towards any experience. They're just considered a practice mode. Now you can see up here we have a bunch of numbers, and really that's just me extrapolating this information of what's a really good goal amount for an 82 game season and bringing that back down to we're only going to be having 60 per season, and then we have another 20 in the playoffs. So don't really worry too much about this information. It's really just here for all the calculations I have going on in the background. And then this sheet is just showing all the salaries of all the players throughout the NHL. Obviously, some of them were waiting for a contract extension, so I'll have to fill those in as they become available. I'm using Puckpedia to get the most updated information here, but I did extract all this from Hockey Reference, and then I used Excel formulas to reference all this information in my other sheets. All right, so before we jump into the long-awaited pack opening, I just kind of want to give a quick little recap of what we've been over. So we've talked about our season and what that's going to look like month to month. So we're going to have 3 weeks of unlimited Rivals games, and then we're going to have 20 Champs games per week, and that is to build up experience so that we can upgrade our team to prepare for our 4th week of the season, which is going to be Champs only, where we send everything we've got into winning as many games as possible. Now, based on how many games we win, that's going to have implications for what players we can keep, how we're going to be able to address free agency, and so much more. And also, injuries are going to be something that comes up every single week, but you're going to find out about that next week. But without further ado, I've been waiting for this all summer. It is time for the very first pack opening of Franchise Hut. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to try and look at the camera, and I'm also going to try and do the pack opening at the same time. This might not go so well. I've never done a pack opening before, so if you guys have any tips, please leave them in the comments below. But we're just going to kind of jump into this, and I'm going to try to talk to you guys as I see these cards. But I need to get 12 forwards minimum. I need to get 6 defensemen and 2 goalies. And I also have to remember I have to get 3 scratch players because injuries are going to happen. You don't know about that yet, but injuries will happen. And I'm going to have players that can fill in for those that are injured for the week that I am in. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Man, I can't tell you guys how excited I am for this. I just hit the mic. Sorry about that. But the reason we're opening Skybox Metal, just to give you guys some background story, is I'm actually chasing a Wyatt Johnston green PMG. So if any of y'all happen to have that, you let me know. But if I pull anything that you guys are really interested in having, just let me know and we can try to work something out. But that's why we're opening up Skybox. It's a pretty cheap product. It was $65 for a hobby box. As you guys can see, 7 cards per pack, 15 packs per box. We can get 105 cards out of here. So I'm hoping within the first 3 packs that we open, we're going to be able to get all the cards that we need. But let's just go ahead and check it out. I've actually never opened up a Skybox Metal Universe in person. I've always done it on Upper Deck e-Pack, which also, by the way, if you guys would rather me do this on Upper Deck e-Pack, maybe some of you guys want to play with me and we can actually do trades through Upper Deck e-Pack. That could be a lot of fun. But obviously this is the first video I've ever made, so I have no idea if people are going to watch this, love this, you name it. So that's why I'm kind of starting here doing it this way. But just in case, you guys just let me know down in the comments. Okay, so first ever pack opening. I don't really know what to think because I did a test run of this just to make sure I, knew how to edit YouTube and do all that stuff. I did a test run and all I got was forwards. So I'm hoping in actual packs, we're able to get some diversity in our packs. So I don't know how to do the whole thing. I think all right, we're gonna go ahead and just do 3 packs. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to the side. Now, in regards to Franchise Hut, we're really going to want to try and get as many rookies as possible. Rookies are going to be the best way for us to maintain our cap space while also having a full squad, and also give us room and leverage to get some of those high ticket names like Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, you name it. Now, we're probably going to pull a lot of really good players that have like a $5 to $7 million cap. Those are going to be players that are going to be kind of hard to keep because we really want to get those high-end cards. But okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. This is my first time ever opening the product, first time ever opening for this new game mode called Franchise Hut. So here we go. First card we see is David Perron. We're going to try and limit how much we spoil here, but let's go ahead and take a look. Drew is our first card. That's a good forward. I don't think he's got a great cap hit, so that may not be something that we can use. All right, Teuvo Teravainen. He was a stud last year in fantasy hockey, but I don't know if he's going to make it on our team. He's fairly small early in the season. That's not going to be super great. We want to get size and we want to get value. That way, when we're playing online against other, sweat lords, we can actually compete. So that's probably not going to work for us. Trevor Zegras. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Trevor Zegras. This is also a cool looking card. That's pretty sick. He might have the skill. I mean, he's going to have the skilled up X factor. So maybe that's still pretty strong, and maybe that's something that we can abuse in some online gameplay. So he actually might be kind of fun to have on our squad. So I'll go ahead and put him in a separate one. Holy boys. With NHL 25 having the skill-based golden 1T, I think Alex Ovechkin is going to be an absolute monster in the game. I can't believe we just pulled him. I'm super stoked. This is easily going to be our first line winger. I just know it right off the bat. All right, who's this? We got Caden Gould, rookie. Okay, getting a rookie in our first pack is actually huge. That's going to allow us to put him maybe in our third or fourth line. He might have a decent overall, and we're going to get great value out of it. So I actually love to see that. Let's go ahead and put him in our fourth line. And then last but not least, we got a lot. Oh, we still have one more card. Oh, it's David Perron. So we got David Perron and Elias Lindholm. They're both kind of middle of the pack guys. I think Lindholm has at least got some size on him. 6'1". I think Perron's even bigger than that, right? No, they're both 6. They're the same. All right, so obviously I don't know enough about hockey. Okay, so out of that pack, we didn't even get a single defenseman, did we? Forward. Claude Giroux might low-key be pretty good. Depends on his salary. He might be a good center for us, so I'll kind of put him up here. But these other guys, I don't think these guys are going to make the team, but you never know. All right, next pack. And remember, we want those rookies. We want those value contracts. That's what we're looking for. I'm not going to spoil this here. I'm going to try and be just as blind as you guys. Obviously, you guys can see it, but I'm going to see it for the first time right now. Philip Forsberg, really good player. He got some good ratings on whenever EA released all their information about the player ratings, but I think that's for like online versus. But I think he's going to be too expensive to make it on our team. Next up, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Wow, I think he actually might have a pretty reasonable contract for us to actually be able to use him. I'm going to put him in the maybe. Who is this? I don't think I know who this is. Jakub Lacko? Oh, Austin Matthews. Oh, that is amazing. We're going to get to this card in a second, but Austin Matthews. That is incredible. So what's so good about this, y'all, is I'm going to be selling all my cards. I'm going to be getting rid of anything that I can't have on this team and pulling Austin Matthews, probably one of the best shots in the game. That is going to be huge. He's going to be my highest goal scorer. Already know it. But before we move on, let's go ahead and check out this guy. I actually don't know who this is. Y'all, we may have just found ourselves a rookie. We'll see if he makes it in the game. I don't remember seeing him on the roster, but we're going to go ahead and tentatively put him down here. Bruins center. Yeah, I mean, comment down below. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. But Austin Matthews, y'all. Massive. He is a center. So we are going to have to put him in the center. So Zegras, you're going to move down. And welcome to the squad, Austin Matthews. Let's go. David Juracek, another rookie. Wow, this is actually huge. Getting rookies. Hopefully he's a defenseman because we're going to need a lot of defensemen. I didn't look at the other card. I didn't see it. He shoots right. I mean, he looks like a defenseman. Yeah, this is awkward because oh my God, Quinn Hughes. Oh my God, this pack was juiced. Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes. And I just opened this, y'all. This was not staged. My test run was a little staged. This is legit. This is Quinn Hughes. Now I know, because the game hasn't come out yet, I'm taking Quinn Hughes in that choice pack. That is massive. This guy's a rookie. Oh, he is a D. Oh my, guys. This is perfect. This is going so much better than my test run. It's not even funny. So we're gonna go ahead. He's gonna be on our D, guaranteed. We need that cap space. We need a player on that line. We're gonna take that and right by him, side by side. Welcome to Team Quinn Hughes. Love this. And last but not least, John Tavares. That's actually not bad, but cap hit, kind of questionable. Unfortunately, I really actually don't think he's gonna make our team. And already I feel like we're not going to be able to fill out a team. This is going to be rough. But we're just going to have to keep going, y'all. We're just going to keep going. Next pack. Here we go. Who do we got? Anders Lee. Don't need more forwards. We really need to find some more defensemen. We're going to hope for the best and hope that he's D. Okay, Anders Lee. We already know we got that one. So let's just go ahead and put him on. Oh, I don't want to see that one either. Okay. The other thing is, guys, we're going to need goalies. If we don't get lucky with goalies, we might be opening a lot of packs, and that's going to be trouble. But we're going to count how many cards we've opened. I think 3 packs is 21 cards, so we might just say, hey, we can open up 4. But yeah, we're just going to have to play it by ear. All right, Anders Lee, probably not making the team. Nick Schmaltz, another center. I think he's got like a $5.5 million cap hit. He might be on the team. Kind of unlikely, just based on the fact that I don't know if he's really even that good. I've never used him. But yeah, cap hit probably not ideal. I'm trying to get this card. Nikolaj Ehlers. I don't know what his cap hit is, so he might be good. Prospects. This is probably going to be a rookie. I doubt he's going to... We might be able to find his silver card. And if we find his silver card and he's making like 60,000, whatever it is in that minor league, that could be pretty huge. So Jake Gensel, another good card. But let's take a look at this card. Jonathan Berggren. I mean, he's 23, 24. Okay, well, we're going to look and see if he's in the game. If he is, he should be on an entry-level contract. So that actually could be solid. And he's a forward, so we'll take that. Jake Gensel, he's also got a pretty expensive contract. We'll kind of see what happens there. This also is a 2-year-old product, so that might hurt us a little bit. But yeah, Jake Gensel. All right, and then we got Pavel Regenda. I imagine, yeah, this guy's a rookie. He's on Anaheim, so he actually might be in the game. And if he's not, maybe we find his like AHL card or whatever affiliate that he's on, and we just go search for him. So we'll go ahead and put him on the team. Like I said, rookies are huge because if we pull a Connor McDavid, we're gonna want to have him on our team. So picking up rookies like this is massive. And last but not least, we got Jonathan Marchessault. I believe he just signed a big contract. I don't actually remember, but whenever we're going through and editing this video, we'll go ahead and figure that out. So by the looks of it, Caden Gould, you are a defenseman. So actually that's massive. We have 4 defensemen. You guys can kind of see, I'll move this over here. We have no idea who this is. Okay, so right now we're going to kind of fill in our team. David Perron. David Perron might actually be on a really good contract, and he's a left wing. So let's just go ahead and put him down here on our 4th line. I know you guys can't see that. That's all right. Teuvo Teravainen, I think he's got a big contract too, like at least $7 million. Same thing with Jonathan Marchessault. So, okay, let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and put Philip Forsberg here. So in theory, obviously we're going to have to figure out what the cap hit situation is, but we don't even have a single goalie. But we opened 3 packs. That means we can do this series 5 more times. So let's just go ahead and rip 1 more pack. Let's just see what we get. Because hopefully we can get maybe 1 more rookie. Because 1 more rookie would be pretty massive for the longevity of our team in the season. It also gives us a lot of flexibility. So yeah, let's just open up 1 more pack and see what happens. And then we're going to fill in that spreadsheet. And then y'all are going to find out about what we're going to do with the spreadsheet when I stream. On Friday, the 27th, whenever the pre-release comes out, I will be streaming the video game. At least I think I can. If I can't, then I won't. But I'll show you guys what we're going to do to fill in our team on Friday. All right, so we know we got Brad Marchand. We'll go ahead and put that in the back. Oh, Marc-Andre Fleury, and immediately we get rewarded by opening that last pack. Goalie. I don't care about his cap hit. We need a good starting goalie, and we just got it. This is massive. Huge dub. Huge dub. One card at a time. Oh my God. You can't make this up. Oh, UC Saros. Okay, so to kind of give you guys some information, when it comes to our goalies, they're going to have legitimate game time. So I can't just have Marc-Andre Fleury play every game. I'm going to have to look at stats and basically say, hey, you know, we're going to have to do like at least in champs, it's going to be a 10-10 split. We're going to do 10 games with one goalie, 10 games with another. So having two legitimate goaltenders instead of getting unlucky, massive. This gives us a fighting chance. Hopefully the AI's defense is a lot better and our goalies don't just let in weak goals, but this is huge. Let's go. Next up, we got Sebastian Aho. It's a pretty cool card. Bottle Rockets. I don't think you're making the team. We really want to find some more defensemen. I mean, I can't believe we just got our goalies. That changes everything. That absolutely changes everything. That is so big. Oh my God. I'm taking Quinn Hughes in that choice pack. Jack Hughes. He's going to be so good. There's no way we can afford him. We're definitely going to try. Imagine what if we get Luke Hughes in here? Actually, I don't know if he was in this prospect pool, but Jack Hughes, y'all. Let's go. If we get two Hughes brothers on our team, I think we might try to make that possible. Okay, come on, give us a defenseman. Trey Fix-Wolanski. Well, if anything, he's a depth player for us to fill out our roster. He has a right wing, so we do have room for him. Love seeing rookies. Brent Burns, let's go. Defensive defenseman. I swear, if this card behind this is another, oh, we know it's Brad Marchand. We're gonna be one defenseman short, and hopefully that other guy that we saw is also a defenseman. But right now we have a full forward core, and look at that. Brent Burns, welcome to the team. This is huge. Let's go. And as we saw, the rat, Brad Marchand. You're not gonna be making the team. You make too much money and you're small. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put all this information. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here. We have down here, obviously, Jack probably wouldn't be our fourth line center. But I'm definitely gonna keep Austin Matthews, Alex Ovechkin, and Jack Hughes, and we're gonna see how much more we can afford. Thankfully, I think we got some low-end contracts on our defensive side, but okay, let's just go ahead and jump in and see what kind of team we can make. All right, y'all. So I took all the data that we got from our pack opening and I put it into our spreadsheet. I had laid out who I thought was going to be my starting line. As you can see, we're missing 3 salaries and they're all defensemen. Jakub Lako ended up actually being a center on a pretty good contract, $787. So once again, those rookie contracts coming in clutch. But we are 3 salaries short and we're $13 million over the cap. Yeah, we got some work to do. However, taking a look at our team, I couldn't be happier. Austin Matthews, Alex Ovechkin, Jack Hughes. I mean, those are some key names. Quinn Hughes, Brent Burns, UC Saros, and Marc-Andre Fleury. I mean, Marc-Andre Fleury ended up having a phenomenal contract. That is going to be the steal of this entire draft, I feel like, unless somehow we end up getting a trade or a free agent that ends up being a better value. But as of right now, Marc-Andre Fleury at $2.5 million is absolutely our best pickup yet. But game comes out next Friday, and we're going to be streaming live at 1 p.m. Central. We're going to figure out the overalls for all of our cards in the hut environment, and we're going to walk through what we have to do to make this work. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. I look forward to doing this every single week, and I can't wait to see you guys watch what I've come up with and see your thoughts on it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks. Robertson, let's go. Slide deep. Shoot it. Oh. All right. Oh, got the puck. Back in. Go, go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. J-Rob, baby.